Just a quick note before you start using LeggaWatt. Anything that you plug into the power board must have an input switching power of 100 to 240 volts, as in this picture here. See, 2 boxes. Cut the zip ties on the black storage box. Inside you'll find the speaker in its box, the indoor trainer with the generator hub attached. Ignore the grey box in this picture. Note the packaging of the bike. We've got rubber floor mats between the cardboard and the bike and the loose front wheel to stop scratching of the frames. There'll be a yellow protective foam on the loose handlebar and a black box of electronics and bicycle tools. Using a 4mm hex key, remove the handlebar plate. There are 4 hex nuts. Roll up the handlebars so that the black arrows are pointing to the gap between the handlebar plate and the handlebar base plate. Replace the 4mm bolts. Loosen the axle skewer on the front wheel. Line up the disc brake with the brake slot and drop the bike forks onto the wheel skewer axle. Tighten up the skewer. Attach the pedals from the cardboard box. Each is labelled L and R on the end of the pedal. Use the 15mm spanner to tighten the pedal. On a bike, the pedals are screwed in the same direction as the wheels. Snap the generator hub either side of the black plate on the indoor trainer stand. Slide the strap into the quick release buckle. Loosen off the centering screws. Ensure that the bike stand is in the up position. Wheel the bike in and lift up to screw the centering screws into the chrome skewer ends. Use the centering screws to ensure that the bike tyre is running on the centre of the generator hub. Tighten the chrome lock nuts. Lift the generator hub tightly against the tyre and tighten the strap through the quick release buckle. Give the wheel a quick spin to make sure that the LED lights are glowing. Place the grey plastic wheel riser block under the front wheel. This keeps it steady when you're hopping on and off. Unpack the black electronics box. There's a power monitor, USB extension leads, USB sound activated disco light, USB power plug, USB microcharge cable, Apple Firewire, speaker power lead, microphone lead, USB power cable and USB hub. The yellow box is protecting the plug from the bike to the extension lead from moisture and from becoming disconnected. Plug the extension lead into the power monitor. You can use the power monitor to measure how many volts are being generated from the bike and also to make sure that your connections are working. Plug the speaker power cable into the box and into the back of the speaker. Make sure that the speaker is switched on. It works in the opposite direction. Plug the microphone lead into the microphone and into the microphone channel in the speaker. The microphone has an on-off switch. Take the power cable for the USB hub and plug that into the extension box and into the back of the USB hub. You've got 6 USB outputs there. There are a couple of USB extension leads. Plug one of these into the USB output hub. And the other end into the sound-activated disco light. There's a spare extension lead. As an example of charging, plug a USB micro charging cable into the hub, or you can plug it into the USB power plug. Same thing. Lastly is the cable that will carry your audio. The large end goes into the speaker and the smaller end into your sound. So either a laptop, as in what's pictured here, or your cell phone, or you might have an MP3, MP4 player. Now you can see I'm just checking all of my connections just to make sure they're all tight. Nothing's going to come undone. If nothing goes, you're going to have to go back through and check all of these connections. Importantly, with your sound source, make sure that it's playing, and also make sure that the volume is turned on. Just double checking the lights in the power hub are glowing. The gears on the bike must be on the top gears, 8 on one side, 3 on the other. Any other gearing, you'll find the speaker probably won't go. And of course, the more electronics you're charging, the more you'll have to pedal. We can see the disco lights lighting up, so we know power is flowing, and we should have sound coming out of that speaker. If you go too slow, the volume will get less and eventually stop. There I've actually used the brake, and you can see the disco light's gone out.